Hey, I'm Mike.
Hi, I'm Sammy, and today we're going to be giving you a tour of our bus Rue.
Rue is a Chevy G3500 short school bus. She has 5 windows, and with the added moped rack on the back, which holds our bikes right now until we get a moped, she's about 23 feet long. Under the hood, she has a 6.6 liter Duramax engine and an Allison transmission and dual tires in the back, and she runs like an absolute dream.
On the roof, we have 3 solar panels, which adds up to 935 watts of solar. Those are mounted to a rack that we had professionally custom welded by our awesome friend Greg. We also have a surfboard rack on the back where Mike's surfboard lives. We have a max air fan where the hatch used to be, and you may notice a chimney that we will get into more detail about later once we get inside the bus. Now for the fun part. Come on in. Welcome to our home. Here is our kitchen and dining area. So we'll go through this area first. Starting over here, we have our Dometic chest refrigerator built into our countertop. So we can easily access it from these top opening doors. There's a lot of room, so we can fit a lot of our food in there. We have a fruit basket that hangs here, our paper towel roll. That's nice and easy to get to. And then this is our overhead storage, which we built. I made these little rope handles. They look really nice, and they were actually a much easier option than getting real handles and installing them. So these open up and attach to little hooks up here so that they can stay open, so we can easily put things in, take things out. We have lots of our cooking utensils, our cups, some containers, and other things up there. So over here at our sink area, we have a pretty large sink. We really like it. And we also have some more plates, bowls, and things like that up here on this shelf. And an area that we have 2 hooks here for our coffee mugs. These coffee mugs have our little logo on them, which I made myself. And then a cute little saying on the back, which if you've ever converted a van, bus, or anything of the sort, I'm sure you can relate. This is one of my favorite things of our whole bus, our spice rack. These are in little mason jars that are connected to these shelves. Mike made these shelves, and I'll let him get into a little bit more detail about these. They're really beautiful. We have a few homey accents here as well. Our wonderful plant Santiago, we love him. He's a snake plant, and he keeps the air really fresh in here.
Real character, that guy.
Yeah, this guy.
Always cracking jokes.
Gotta love him. He's the best. Right here is our cabinets. So we use chalkboard on the outside so we can draw fun pictures and write little messages on them. However, our last little illustration is getting washed away, so we're gonna have to make a new one of those soon. So in here we have a rack where we keep all of our dry food and our things like cooking oils, cans of soup, granola, all that stuff. And there's a ton of room, so we can fit a lot of things in there. We also have this drawer here. It's a really big drawer that was originally meant for my clothes. I really enjoy my clothes, so I thought I'd need a lot of room for those, but I took the sacrifice and used the entire drawer for storage instead. So we have so many things in here. Most of our bigger things like our camp stove, some chairs, a shop vac, lantern, etc. But this holds a lot of our storage. Push that baby back in. We'll come over to our dinette area now. So here is our dinette. We have these really comfortable seats. This is an awesome place for us to hang out. These cushions were made by my awesome Gigi. She did a great job. They are so cute and very comfortable as well.
Love you, Jeej.
We love you, Jeej. So this is a smaller seat, and then this one over here is slightly larger. We have this table, which Mike made himself, and it's so nice. And we wanted to be able to fit a few more people at the dinette area if we decided to have friends over or wanted to have people hang out in the bus with us. So our solution for that, this seat here pulls out, and then you can just take these cushions from the sides, and you can see 4, maybe 5 people if you want to get nice and cozy, but we can have friends over and all hang around the table, which is really cool. This table also is on a adjustable pedestal, so sometimes we like to change it up in here, and the way we can do that is by lowering this table down to have a couch. So we'll show you how to do that. This comes down. Gotta lift up the cushions a little bit. There we go. And then we simply rearrange some of the cushions. So we take this guy, this guy, this guy, and hand me that one. We have one that sits up in the front seat. So a nice little lumbar support for the driver. But when we want to make this couch, you can just stick it right back here. And now we have a couch. One more thing about the dinette, we have a lot of storage underneath both sides here. And that's our kitchen and dinette.
So Marshall Young, who's an amazing friend of ours and also an incredible woodworker who owns his own company called Small X Designs. He does incredible work with epoxy tables, river pours. We'll link his account in the description so that you can see it because it's really amazing. But he gifted me this piece of sugar maple. It was all one piece. I cut out the middle and then I kept these live edges, and that was what I used to fasten these jars to. And I just took the whole thing once it was sanded and finished and just took angles and attached it to the wall there. So he also gifted me this piece of spalted maple, which is an incredible wood. The grain is just naturally so pretty, and it's really hard to find where we're from, so the fact that I was able to get a piece like this is just insane. But Marshall was really cool, and he helped point me in the right direction of how to approach a piece like this. So I filled this knot with blue epoxy resin, and then after a while I just let it sit, and I finished it with just something translucent that would keep the table in good condition. But this is a completely natural finish. It doesn't have any stain on it, which is crazy. It's really crazy that it looks that cool. This is definitely my favorite part in the bus. So this wall that you're looking at behind us is actually our electrical cabinet. I'm not going to open it. Maybe we'll do a video in the future where we describe our solar system more in depth, but it's a process to move the table and move the chair so that we can open it. We have access to everything that we need to in the cabinet without opening it. We have this picture of me surfing, who is taken by our friend McKenna Sacco. She's an incredible photographer. I'll also link her in the description. Shout out McKenna.
Woo!
Also, this pops up, boom. I can turn our breakers on and off right there. We can also move this cushion, and I can get to our shunt, which shuts the whole power off right there. And plus we just have this little instrument thing that I'm not exactly sure what it's called.
It's a kalimba.
Cool. It's a kalimba. So yeah, this is
Gifted by my stepsister Cassie.
Shout out Cassie. Oh, also we have underneath of this seat, we have 200 amp hours of lithium batteries. So that's our battery bank. Our solar panels run to our system, and then they run to the batteries back into the system before they're inverted or kept DC power, and runs to all of our lights and sockets and electrical magicness. So this is our bedroom area. This is a futon that Sammy completely custom designed herself. I just helped her put it together. But it's a couch whenever we want it to be, and then at night it pulls all the way out to this wall and it ends up being a full-size bed. So it's really comfy, it's really cozy, and it's easy to push in and out. My guitar case and my amp lives back here when the couch is in this form. Underneath of it we have a lot of storage. So all of my clothes live under here. I have a couple bins of t-shirts and all that stuff. We have a box of miscellaneous things like headlamps and backpacks, some extra blankets, and this also houses our 46-gallon fresh water tank. There's an inlet on the outside of the bus, which is a gravity fill. The water fills the tank and then runs through our water pump, our accumulator tank, and into our water filtration system. So all of that was done by me. I had to learn how to use PEX and plumb everything, but it was a good process and I can fix it if anything goes wrong. So this area right here is where we have all of our climate control things in the bus. This is our Cubic Mini Grizzly wood stove, which is where the chimney pops out up top. This thing keeps us warm in the cold nights that we do get sometimes. We're not always in 70-degree weather in Malibu. We have a wood box here. I have bags of big stuff that I keep close by so that whenever I'm in the middle of the night and I have to feed the stove, I actually don't have to get out of bed. I can just get up, I can grab a couple of these, open it, and throw it in. It's got a nice heat-powered fan on top of it, which spreads the heat out really nicely. If it's colder over here, I can just point it there. If we're trying to heat the kitchen area better, we'll do that. So it's really nice, just custom to whatever we want to do with it. Also, right here is our fantastic, Max Air Fan is what we have. So this has intake and exhaust, which is really nice because a lot of the time I'll just put my stove right here and put this on exhaust, and it sucks out all the fumes and the smoke or whatever we're cooking right out of the fan. And also, if it's really warm in here, we can pull cold air out, or it's really nice for our climate control in here.
So behind this tapestry is our little bathroom. So open this up, and you might notice that I have to step up to come into the bathroom. If you ever remember riding on a bus in your school days, you might remember the seats that had that wheel well sticking up. So our bus did have that, and we had to build over top of that, which is why this is a little bit higher than the rest of the floor, because it's over the wheel well. So in here, this is our bathroom, also our laundry room. So we just have this little basket, which we use as our laundry basket. And then when you need to use the bathroom, you just simply put it on the bed for a minute, and then it clears up some space. This also serves as an area where we put a lot of our storage, which we put in the little shower tub when we're not showering. So we have a Nature's Head composting toilet. We went with the composting toilet rather than the maybe more traditional black water tank, and we are very happy with that decision. It was well worth it. And then our little shower over here. So, like I mentioned before, this area is raised because of the wheel well, but the shower is not over the wheel well, so you actually step in it and you step down. That way you have a little bit more headroom. Now, I'm 5 feet tall, so I fit in this shower pretty well. It is still a little small for me, but it definitely does the trick. But if you're, a taller, bigger person, probably not gonna wanna shower in here. But for us, hey, it's a shower and a bus, so we like it. And then I also have, I'll just do the rest of the video from in the shower. I also have this full-size, full-length mirror here, which is really nice. What up? And then I put a few little things in here which I think are really cute and nice and bathroomy. So right over here, if you want to come in here and take a look, I turned this wall into a shelf for our shampoos and conditioner by just attaching this little rope on the outside, and it just holds it all up there. Same with a razor there. We've got some like lotions and stuff down on this one, and then also the toilet paper holder is made of rope as well. So Mike's favorite part of our shower, since he's not 5 feet tall and it is a little tight for him, is that this is actually a magnetic shower head. So what we do is we put down this window here, and then our magnetic shower head goes out the window and attaches to a magnet on the outside of the bus. So now we have a very nice outdoor shower.
So there you go. You got a outdoor shower for when you're on beautiful beach days like this, and I come back from the surf and I can just rinse off my feet and my wetsuit and just hop right back in the bus clean.
Here we have some cute little surfboard racks, which it was handmade and we got it at a farmer's market in Asbury Park, New Jersey. We keep some like easily accessible things here, like sweaters, hats, and jackets. And this here is another one of my favorite parts of the bus. Open this up. This is my closet. So like I said earlier, that big drawer was supposed to be for my clothes in addition to the closet. But I said, you know what? I think I can do it just the closet. And I really cut down on my wardrobe. But at the same time, the space in this closet is very efficient and I can fit a lot of things. I have a bar which I have a lot of hanging things on, and then down below I have 3 pull-out drawers. And then I have a little shelf on top for smaller clothing. So yeah, that's where I keep all of my clothes.
So this is the front of the bus. I am most of the time the one driving, and Sammy likes to keep me company up here. So we got this nifty little jump seat. It's straight out of a Ford pickup truck. So all it does is it pops open like that, nice and easy. It's through bolted to underneath of the bus, and it's really secure. It's got 4 contact points, and it's nice. It's a really cool way for Sammy to be able to sit up with me when we're on long drives. Also, it doubles as a small shoe cubby where she can keep some of her sneakers, and close that back up. We also keep under this tapestry up here a toolbox, so that if there's anything that I need to fix inside or outside the bus, I have some basic tools to be able to do that. Mostly Sammy keeps this very cool picture wall, which I think adds a lot of personality to the front of the bus. We have some pictures of our family, us, stickers of our favorite restaurants, and people that we love back home. And then we also have a little thing up here that we keep a flashlight, a lighter, and a pair of scissors, which is super handy.
So if you were wondering why we named our bus Roo, if there was any sort of meaning behind the name, there is. You may have noticed our Bonnaroo poster here, as well as our Bonnaroo blanket that we have over here on the bed. Back in 2016, Mike and I were dating for just about a month when we decided to go to Bonnaroo Music and Arts Festival together down in Tennessee. So we road tripped down there with my dad and his new girlfriend, and we fell in love with the festival, we fell in love with each other, and Bonnaroo really became a home away from home for us. We continued to go for the following, we went for 4 consecutive years. So it just felt right to name our home Roo.
So on that note, we will conclude our bus tour video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed the tour as much as we enjoyed giving it. And we also just wanted to say thank you to everybody who took the time to click on this video and watch us explain it. It really means a lot to have just people keeping up and just anybody who's interested and spreads love and positivity to us about what we're doing. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you for your support. Thank you for following our journey. If there's anything else that you want us to touch on in more detail, please let us know. We'd be happy to make more videos like this in the future. Keep on following Roo Roots on Instagram and look out for a YouTube video coming soon.
Peace.